the leaked 5090 price. That's right, everybody. We are going to be talking some next gen gaming cards, AI, on the same lines as Terminator and Skynet. That's right, Nvidia GeForce RTX 5090 price leak just came out, and it's eye-wateringly high. A leaked document suggests that Nvidia's upcoming flagship GPU and GeForce Now RTX 5090 could be priced significantly higher than its predecessor, the RTX 4090. The rumored price is, wait for it,
Oh boy.
it's pretty high. It's around the 2K USD mark, and it has sparked concerns about the increasing cost of high-end graphics cards and their accessibility to gamers. Well, obviously this is not accessible, and is only for the intense hobbyists with pockets that are able to drop that. While the leak is not officially confirmed, it does align with the trend of the rising GPU prices in recent generations, potentially due to the increased production costs and market demand. So I'm going to jump into it. Will anyone from the panel, I think I've heard Maker talk about possibly getting a 5090, but will you be waiting or will you be jumping in on launch day? What's going on with this 5090? SPG, you called the price, I believe, in our predictions channel.
I did.
Oh wow.
Do you think that that they're hitting the price at the market? Do you think it's too high? Will you be waiting on it or jumping in at launch day?
I'll be waiting, but here's the thing, man. Nvidia are making a whole bunch of AI boards. So the 5090 is going to be in limited supply at launch anyway. It might be a paper launch. We don't know. And when these cards launch, they're going to be scooped up by the scalpers immediately. Just like the PS5 did, and they lost their ass on that because PS5 is available, which I find hilarious. The only thing they made money on was the CD drive. But when these cards launch, you're going to see that they're going to be bought up, and then they're going to end up on Amazon and other places. And if they sold for $2,000, they're going to be $3,000. If they're $2,500, they're going to be sold for $3,000, $3,500. Like, you're going to see a huge markup. And the reason they're so expensive, for one, the 5090 is going to have more VRAM, GDDR7. It's going to have more VRAM. So that price point is going to go up a little bit anyway. But Nvidia got used to looking at all these scalper prices, and they wanted in on that. They're the ones selling the product. Why ain't they getting the money? And that's why the prices went up on the 40 series. Now, what's more interesting to me besides the price is what their marketing is going to be and how they're going to try to sell it and make it that you need it. I'm interested to see what they do at the rollout. But when it launches, if you're not standing in line, like, you're not getting one, and not even at the $2,000 price. So buckle up and prepare for that. And by the way, for all of you that are like, oh, I've got a 20 series card and I've been waiting and I'm going to buy this. Well, make sure you realize you're going to need a new power supply for damn sure, because these things are going to be a piglet as well for power.
I got the power.
I'm going 4090. I will wait later. That's what I'm doing. I'm in the 30 series. I'm just going to go to the 40s.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting at least 16 for my Bitcoin mining farm.
What?
Maker, what are your thoughts on the 5090? I know you were talking about possibly eyeing and purchasing, skipping a generation. Are you going to wait for a Black Friday? Oh,
let me explain one thing. SPG, I used a term called paper launch. And what a paper launch means is that you roll out your product with all the specs, you got your advertising out there, but you can't actually go into a store and frickin' buy one because nobody has one. If you weren't standing in line, the first 3 people, as they were like, hey, we're starting to sell them, you weren't getting one. That's a paper launch. A lot of cards end up having a paper launch. Go ahead, Root.
Yeah, I was just gonna throw it to Maker. Do you think you'll be jumping in, trying to get into a paper launch, before it hits the shredder, or will you be waiting for a Black Friday, maybe a year round?
Um, I'm probably going to try and see if I can get it available um day one. I would like to because my PC is pretty old. I built it about 7 years ago now. And so it's got a pretty old CPU in it. And but I do have a 3080 Ti, which I was able to acquire. And that similarly, it was when there was like a huge shortage on GPUs. I was lucky enough to find it being available at my local Best Buy and waited in line for about 4 or 5 hours to get it. Um, so we'll see. I'm gonna try because I do want a new upgrade, and it'd be nice to grab that 5090. I think it's a reasonable price considering high-end 4090s are around that price as well.
Well, it's a pretty penny, and you could buy two PS Pros with that. But that is. Oh, thank you. Let's jump on to. Oh wait, Gem, you are a PC advocate. Do you think the 5090 is real? Do you think that it is coming out now, or do you think they're still a year away? Or any other
Yeah,
opinion you got
I
on
think
this
it'll
one?
come early next year.
Yeah.
First half. Yeah. I'll definitely get it for work. We always get like the best high end when it comes out. For animation, like rendering and stuff.
Yeah, explain that a little bit, Jim. That's actually what this card is for. It's not for you to play Fortnite. Like, explain that a little bit.
Let me know
Yes.
how the deep fake farm works. Yeah, give us detail.
Yeah, so we have a direct line to Nvidia, so when all the scalpers and stuff are buying, we can easily just buy one directly from Nvidia at retail price. And usually I'm the one who sets it up, so it's great. So I usually get the box, take some photos because I'll never see it ever again. And then just install it, and then we do rendering with it for animation. It goes to the render farm and it just destroys the rendering time. It's like it's so
It
quick to
hammers
render.
it, doesn't it? It hammers.
Yeah, it's a machine. It's like
Like, I don't know if you guys have ever encoded, say, a movie, but if you've got a shit GPU, that encoding a movie can take forever. But if you got a fast GPU, instead of hours, you're talking minutes. And if it's minutes, now you're talking seconds, and it saves these companies a lot of time.
and the best part of the
Exactly.
5090 is that you have unlimited gaming hours. You're not locked to 100 hours a month.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
no
make sure to
comment.
check your calendars.
Ouch.
No comments while I'm
We
on
talked about
here.
that last week. Don't go there.
Yes. Well, that is the 5090, folks, coming out next year. Predictions of around 2000 USD. Will it be there? Will it not? Let's see what happens. And what power will it have? The next generation of AI chips. It'll be exciting to see.